If your apartment ever feels off, like the hallways stretch too far at night, or the elevator door opens when no one called it, don't ignore it. Clarrence did. And by the time he realized something was wrong, the building wouldn't let him leave. Clarrence was 11 when he and his mother moved into apartment 308 of the crumbling Grayfall Heights. The building leaned like it wanted to fall, its windows stared empty, and the air always smelled of wet concrete and something rotten. But it was cheap. His mother, exhausted from double shifts at the hospital, called it a temporary step up from the shelter. She never saw what Clarrence did. The first night, he heard whispers in the walls. Not pipes, not rats, voices, soft and pleading. He pressed his ear to the cracked plaster and heard a child's voice say, "Don't let him find me again." When he told his mum, she brushed it off as a dream. She was always too tired to really listen. At school, Clarrence couldn't focus. His drawings turned strange. Charcoal sketches of eyeless faces behind blinds, hands reaching through vents, the building swallowing itself in shadow. His teacher sent him to the counselor. The counselor suggested a home visit. That never happened. On the 5th night, Clarrence met Jonah, a boy with thin arms and sunken eyes, who crawled out of the utility closet on their floor. "You're new," Jonah said. "Do your lights flicker when he walks?" Clarrence asked who he was, but Jonah only said, "Don't open the elevator, ever dot." One night, the lights went out. Clarence's mum wasn't home. She was stuck in overtime again. He sat in the dark, listening to something breathing heavily in the hallway. He peeked through the peephole. The hallway was wrong, too long. The floorboards stretched like taffy, and at the far end stood a tall, crooked man with no face. Just a chasm where a face should be. He started walking. Clarrence hid under the bed. When he woke up, it was morning, but the hallway was still too long. He asked the neighbors, but most wouldn't talk. One old man whispered, "You're in the broken side of the building. It was condemned in '86. They sealed it off. That wing's not supposed to be real anymore." Clarrence checked again. Their wing had no mailboxes, no buzzers, no apartment numbers, just faded paint and silence. He tried to leave. The stairwell looped back to their floor. He screamed at his mom to quit the job, to leave with him, but she only blinked slowly. Her eyes had gone grey. "He likes it here," she said. "He keeps me quiet now." On the 7th night, the walls cracked open. Something crawled out. It wasn't Jonah. It wore Jonah's skin like a jacket. "You didn't listen," it hissed. "You stayed too long." Clarrence ran, but all exits led back to 308. Now, people whisper about Grayfall Heights, about the boy who draws on the inside of broken window panes, even though the building's been abandoned for years, about the light in apartment 308 that flickers every night, just before the whispers begin again.